guys, welcome back, and as always, thanks for taking the time to tune in to watch this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a wee olive pattern. That's a good wee fly for the lakes, especially when buzzers are hatching, and it'll also do you for a wee river olive pattern, wee wet pattern for the rivers, so you're sort of way covering all your edge in your bats, as you like to say. Now the hook in the vise is a Amazon B175 in size 10. The thread that I'm going to use is the Ultra thread in 70 in Olive by UTC, just to start to keep the body nice and level. We're just going to come in a couple of mil behind the other hook, and we'll get our thread started. Now I'm tying it on a 10 here, but I will tie them down to a size 12. So I'm just bringing my thread down past the point of the hook. The tail is just some olive hackle fibres, so just bring enough out to create a wee tail on the fly. Just tear those away. Now I want the tail roughly to be around about the length of the shank of the hook over the back. Just going to come around with a pinching loop, and then take another further 3 turns going down the shank of the hook. Just going to come in and trim that around about the length of the body. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rib the body with the olive. Just bring it over. That's the olive stripped. I've just got them on got all the colours here, the rainbow, and these. I'll just keep them with a wee cable tag just to keep them all together. So I'm just going to get one of these out, and we're just going to tie this on just with the fine hurl. Just bring it in the length of the body, and then just take your time. Just bring your thread up, tying in your stripped quill and the cut ends of the hackle fibres, and then we're just going to rib this up, just leaving a space between each turn. Now I'm going to look around about 6 turns or so of this up the body. Now just be gentle. So if you get up to here and you feel you're running out of space, just put your finger on the hook, come around with another turn, and then just follow this around with your thread to catch it in. Now I'm just going to work this up to the eye nice and tight, and you can break it away and bring the thread back down into position. At this point I'm just going to whip off the UTC thread, pull that nice and tight, trim that away, and I'm just going to lighten the head up, and to do that I'm going to use the Uni 80 in light olive. So just get that onto the bobbin holder correctly, start at the eye and build our thread up, break that away. Now we've got to protect the body, and to do this I'm going to use a wee drop of UV resin. This is the light stuff. I'm just going to come in here with my needle and just spread this all around the body, just to help the fly last a wee bit longer. And then we'll come in and light that up. And we're just wanting to make sure that the UV resin is just fully cured. I'm going to continue to tie the fly just for the purpose of the video, but if I wasn't doing a video about taking that, I wouldn't put the thread on. I would just whip the UTC thread off, wee thin coat of UV resin, and then varnish, and then I'd let it dry and then go back. But for the purpose of the video I'm just going to continue to tie. Now I'm just going to put on a wee one of the small olive hackle fibres at the bottom of the cape here. So let's get ourselves a wee hackle off, stroke back the fibres to reveal the tip, and just offer this up to the hook, around with a couple of turns. I'm going to fold the tip back, come in locate the tip, break that away, and then you can come in with your scissors. Just gently run it up the stem in these small feathers. That'll just sort of help the fibres sit back for you. And then you're just looking one turn in front of the other. Now I'm tying this for a lock, so I'm putting on. I'm going to try and use up a fair amount of the feather here, just simply because it's the fibres are sparse. But if I was tying it for the river, I would probably only put on about 3 turns. So I'm happy with that, so I'm going to come in and catch that in. Bring my thread down to the eye. I'm going to fold the stem of the hackle back. And work my thread back up, back down, and back up one more time. Then break away the stem. So that's our hackle in. Now the wing. I'm just going to use a right and a left. This is wood duck. So I'm just going to come in. Sorry, wood pigeon. Just going to come in and just yet again, just getting the feather and just taking off 2 slips. That's one. And then we'll get another slip. That's 2. Right, I'm just going to get these in my hand here, just them lined up before I put them on. And then just offer them up. Now you can have the wing as long as short as you like. That's your own personal preference. That's up to you. Just going to push the hackle down here a wee bit. Just going to offer them up. And just want the tips coming into the tail. Then just come in and just hold them on the hook. Come up, pinch and loop. A few tight turns just to secure, just to see what way they're sitting. Right, just have a wee check on this side, just to see if you're happy with your arm. And then we'll just come in with our scissors and trim away the excess. Then I'm just going to bring the thread to the eye. We're just going to build up the head. Right, I'm using the light olive thread for a reason. I want a decent coloured head on the fly. So just take your time building up your head. Just putting the shape on it that you like to see. Right, keeping my thread tight. Just come in with your wick finishing tool and just throw in a wick finish. Pull your thread nice and tight. Come in, trim away your hand thread. First coat onto the head. Just a wee drop of super glue. Right, just take your time. You don't want this running into your hackle or into your wing. So we're just going to take our time the whole way around. Just taking care not to touch the dressing. And then there you go, guys. Once that dries, I'll come in, put a couple of coats of varnish onto the head. But that's just a wee lake olive pattern, and it'll work on the rivers as well as the locks. So look, tie a few of those up. Hopefully they can catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really appreciate it. And until next time, please stay safe and tight lines.